Hello guys and welcome back for another episode. This is Smiles from Swiss Crypto Podcast, and in today's episode I'm going to talk about a story about illegal Bitcoin mining and of course a little bit of how could this even happen. So stay tuned and let's get into it. The millionaire game developer Mark Merrill was a victim of the Singaporean man who stole identities to utilize Amazon Web Services and Google Cloud computing power for crypto mining. In a recent unsealed court filing on November 7th, Forbes discovered that Mark Merrill, the co-founder of Riot Games, was the previously anonymous victim of Singaporean national Matthew Ho's identity theft scheme. Riot Games is most famous as the developer behind the massively successful League of Legends. Mr. Ho allegedly used Merrill's American Express credit card information to buy cloud computing power from Amazon and Google, amongst others. In October, he was indicted by United States prosecutors who said that the total worth of computing services used by Mr. Ho amounted to over $5 million. The prosecutors also alleged that at some point Ho even became the largest AWS data consumer, adding, "In the few months his scheme remained active, he consumed more than $5 million in unpaid cloud computing services with his mining operation and, for a brief period, was one of Amazon Web Services' largest customers of data usage by volume. Some of the bills were paid by the California game developer's financial staff before the fraud was detected." So no offense to that criminal with the name Matthew Ho. I knew this was going to be a very interesting and funny episode when I read his name, because I had to pronounce it several times, or I will have to pronounce it several times in this podcast. Other point is, how the hell did this even happen and how the hell did nobody realize this? As you guys know, I hope you know that cryptocurrencies can't be hacked, blockchains can't be hacked. Whenever there is a new story about an exchange being hacked, it's never the blockchain that got hacked, it's the cryptocurrency exchange that somehow got penetrated by a hacker group that has now access to the accounts of the customers with some cryptocurrencies in a hot wallet so they can access them. So it's never the blockchain that gets hacked. In this case, the criminal didn't have to hack anything. He just got the credit card information of Riot Games co-founder Mark Merrill and somehow bought cloud computing power from Google and Amazon and used that power to mine Bitcoin and Ethereum. The investigators claimed that Ho was able to use social engineering to gain access to admin privileges and large amounts of cloud computing power on Amazon and Google servers to mine various cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Ether. Ho managed to trick Amazon into believing he was the president of Riot Games. Ho even created a fake Californian driving license that carried the Riot Games co-chairman's name. Although the Department of Justice charged Ho in early October, the identity of the Los Angeles-based game developer became public only now. Ho is currently being charged with 8 counts of wire fraud, 4 counts of access device fraud, and 2 counts of aggravated identity theft. So from hearing this, I think we can all agree on that Mr. Ho will now serve some quite long time in jail, probably. We'll see the fact that he used $5 million worth of power, of cloud computing power, to mine Bitcoin and Ethereum is just crazy. That he was able to do that over such a long time is even crazier without anyone noticing. What I wanted to talk about also in this article, or deriving from this article, was that there have been several instances of viruses being implemented in retail investors' computer that use cryptocurrency exchanges, use cryptocurrency services, etc. And those viruses are mining cryptocurrencies with that computer that they are working on without the person that uses the computer even knowing. And that's actually still an issue and is a big issue for bigger companies because they have more power, more computing power, of course. The more computers, the more viruses on it, the more computing power you can get out of them and the more money you can make by mining Bitcoin. I think that's quite easy to understand. So that's why bigger companies usually have a department that deals with such things, that make sure that there aren't any such viruses. But still, there are cases of everyday people that have found such viruses on their computer, on their laptop, without even being part of a big company. So if you hear this, check your computer if you have used it before for cryptocurrency activities. Probably you are mining cryptocurrency for somebody else. Who knows? Let me know in the comments what you've been mining. Now, to get very serious again, of course, this case is not only bad for the cryptocurrency space. I can't imagine anyone looking at this and saying, oh yeah, the bad cryptocurrency. When I read such cases, I just think, I should get informed about this one. If I would be a person that doesn't know about cryptocurrency, I would be going like, I probably should read up on Bitcoin or Ethereum and why this person was spending $5 million on mining that thing or stealing computing power from big companies to make a profit with Bitcoin and Ethereum. As a person that has no idea about cryptocurrency, I would totally do that. I would ask those questions first. And that's why I also wanted to talk about this article with you guys. So let me think what such articles or such instances, such criminal activities would do to the cryptocurrency space. Do you think they will be profitable for the adoption of cryptocurrencies? In my opinion, actually, in this case, yes, because it makes Bitcoin and Ethereum more present in the everyday life of the people. But I'm pretty sure there will also be downsides with other stories. So let me know in the comments down below. That's been it for today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed the content I provided. If you did so, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.